How does it feel to be here tonight, finally premiering this final film?
It is wild. I've been attached to this since 2015, so it's been an 8-year journey of stops and starts, and I'm so happy that we're finally here with the final adventure for the greatest adventure of them all. It's beyond exciting. It really is.
How did you want to send Harrison Ford off with this film?
That's a really good question. I think send him off authentically. And I think this is a story about an adventurer who's coming to the end of their career, and it's a very fitting send-off. It's a send-off that suits the character, and it's something we really strive for. Make sure we weren't doing something that felt too superhero-y, and actually it's appropriate to where the character is in his life.
There are so many fans of the franchise here today. What are you most excited for fans to see in this film?
Again, that's a really good question. I mean, there is so much. There's everything in this movie. There's every kind of action sequence. There's scenes in this I think will move people in a way that Indiana Jones may not have done before. I mean, it's a very emotional movie, particularly in the last act, and I think that's something that's going to be really exciting for people. Again, it's an emotional send-off to an iconic character.
Of course, technology in filmmaking is in a much different place today than it was when the first film, Raiders of the Lost Ark, was released. How did you want to show that new technology in this film, but also balance it with the practical effects that fans of the franchise know and love the franchise for?
I think that's something we talked about a lot, and what we're always trying to do is to use technology to enhance what we're doing for real. And obviously we can talk about, everyone knows the de-aging back to 1944, but the fact that it is Harrison Ford, the fact that it's him, and even the imagery, the face replacement is actually Harrison Ford, means I think you're using the technology in the best way, where it feels authentic. It doesn't feel like something that a lot of people are trying to create. It's a singular performance that then other people are helping to enhance. And I think that's really exciting. Then I'm just going to say, safety-wise, for me, that's what technology is in these movies, is doing thrilling action in a way that's safer than it's ever been, and it doesn't compromise how it feels, and it absolutely doesn't compromise on safety.
That's true. In the past, to blow up a car, you really had to blow up a car.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think just even the painting out of safety rigs and things like that, where you can put people in incredibly exciting situations. But that, for me, is the best use of technology, and certainly something that Jim Mangold talked about all the time. He wanted this to feel like the original movies, and I think he accomplished that and some.
And this is the first film that Steven Spielberg is not directing in the franchise, and James Mangold is the director. Why do you think he was the perfect director for this film?
I think Jim has an incredible body of work. He's got such a varied body of work. And I think these movies capture so many different things in one, and to have someone like Jim who's got so much experience with action, I think with incredible performances, with capturing the fun, with capturing the emotion. So I think, stepping into Steven Spielberg's shoes, I mean, that's tough, and I think Jim is a wonderful, wonderful choice.